Press enter. Okay. Loading content, saving content. Ah! Ow! Why every time? Ah, that hurt. That hurt me physically. Ow, that was so loud. Why was it so loud? I forget I turned my headphones up and then I get freaking death by these things. Oh my gosh. Okay. New game. So, I'm guessing this is the first one? Let's see. 2001. Yeah, this definitely comes first. I've never played a game like this before. What? Huh? What? Episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout? Yes? Yes. Am I clicked? Oh, my mouse was on no. Whoops. That's why it was being weird. Huh? I got an achievement already? First step, start playing... What is happening? Damn it! Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this! I gotta find someone to pin this on! One like him. I'll make it look like he did it! What is going on? August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hi. Oh, hey, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. I'm taking on a murder trial? I don't even know what's happening! It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. What's over? Who said that? My life, everything. It's all over. What's over? What's happening? Who's saying that? Oh, it's my client. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Does he want to die? I'm very confused. Yeah. I wasn't expecting the teary eyes. Looking for his life. I legit don't know what's going on with this. All I know is that a lot of people wanted me to play it because it was somewhat similar to Danganronpa. Nick! Hey! Hey there, Larry. Wait, is my name Nick? Then why does it say Phoenix? Wait, am I Nick? Is it a nickname? Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Why are you confessing? You aren't guilty, I saw the actual murderer in the beginning. Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die. You're sweating, it looks like you are. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, It's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? What baby? Are you talking about the person that died in the beginning? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Oh, it was his girlfriend? He's being framed for his girlfriend's death? Why was the other dude the killer? Why did that dude kill her? What is going on? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Oh, bleeding out. Lovely. I'm not used to blood being red! Too much Danganronpa! A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. What? In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. He got stars in his eyes, what the heck? But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. If I play a game and the freaking blood is a different color, I play a different series and the blood's a different color, I'm gonna be extremely confused of what's going on. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, what? Hello, people. Where'd you come from? Hi, man with beard. You're the judge. Okay, hi. Nice to meet you. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. If you haven't noticed, I kind of witnessed the murder firsthand, and I know who killed, but for some reason, why do I know this before? Why do I know this beforehand? The trial just started! You should watch the... What? Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Tutorial? Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's me! Who is Mia Fey? What happens if I get it wrong? I'm not gonna get it wrong. What? Did I accidentally... Ah, dang it! That was an accident! I was trying to... Frick the mouse! The mouse! Dang it! The defendant. That's, Mia Fey? Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. Come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there? Listen, Wright! The defendant is the one on trial. Your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get. I didn't mean to. I meant to Butz, but My freaking mouse decided to be on something else! I put my foot in it this time. I've got to relax. Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please, state the name of the defendant in this case. Please turn in your badge. Answer me a favor. That was an achievement. That's... What the heck? Okay. What if I do this? There we go. The defendant. Well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? I don't know their name! Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I didn't read any! What are you talking about? Case report covers? There's no case report! I don't have it! All I know is this guy's name is Larry Butz. I know who killed. I know it was Larry Butz's girlfriend, but I don't know her name. Is it Baby? Is that her name? That's all I know! It's... Wait. Uh-oh. I don't even know. No. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. I haven't even been told it whatsoever. I haven't been told. There is no one told me what her name was. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? No, I don't! Nobody told me! Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Nobody told me! They just pushed me into this! I don't know anything besides the fact I'm defending Larry Butz! Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. The court record? Is that the tab thing I can go into? Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please? I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinder Block! Wait a second, what was that? I saw Cinder Block! You're gonna hire me as a defense attorney? Nobody tells me anything! I don't even know! Attorney's badge. What? R for profiles? Mia Fey. Why? Larry Butz, the defendant in this case. Cindy Stone is the victim. A model. She lived in an apartment by herself. And the prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. Okay. And I have an attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. I can imagine. And I also have Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death was July 31st, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. He's a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Okay, I know who it is. It is clearly Cinderblock. I want to say it just because it's Cindy Stone, but I want to say Cinderblock so bad. I want to say it. Can I lose at this game? Fine, it's Cindy Stone. Ah, I clicked Cinderblock! Dang it! You saw the highlight on freaking Cindy Stone, didn't you? You did, didn't you? Why did I click Cinderblock? I decided against Cinderblock. Why did I do that? Oh, wasn't it Miss Block? Miss Cinderblock? The person in question was a victim of murder. Not ill-conceived naming, Mr. Wright. Okay. Right? If you forget something, I know what a mistake in a court could cost you the case. I'll ask you again. Mr. Wright, who's the victim in this case? It's Cindy Stone. I didn't mean to press cinder block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was poisoned. Yes, strangled. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. I didn't mean to click Cinderblock. I'm sorry. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It's rather heavy, a statue in the shape of the Thinker. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court. Frick you! You're acting like I'm stupid. All I've done is accidentally hit the wrong thing. I know what I'm doing. What? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. What do you mean he gets excited easily? Hi. Ahem. Mr. Butz, it is not true that the victim... Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey! Watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Why are you blushing? Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Sugar daddies to come up so suddenly. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I wait and see what happens? Stop him before answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Hoof. Wins? What? Dude! Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. What? Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Well, what was that? That wasn't a goal. That was a hit.
Well, did you or did you not?
Huh? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly? Stop him. Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Objection? What was that voice? What was that? That was a female voice. What the frick?
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
What? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
You're the dude that murdered her! I remember you frickin' smiling pink shirt dude. What the frick? Why are you wearing pink?
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness account? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Wait, but she died between 4 and 5. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Wait a second. 1 p.m.? Wait a second, you lying son of a... It was... Yeah, time of death is between 4 and 5 p.m. She couldn't have been dead at 1 p.m. You freaking liar. I know that you killed. Discovered Miss Stone's body, newspaper salesman who saw Larry's... The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sweat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Electricity of Miss Stone's apartment was out from noon till 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Blackout recorded, added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Yeah, 'cause
her estimated time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. There's no way he found her body at 1 p.m.
Lies. What?
He was lying? Yes, the 1 p.m. Why am I stupid?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there.
There is! The time of death!
First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness' face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Can we do it now? Oh. Hi.
Going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he was in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, not wailed. To the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was
1 p.m. I know what it is.
Oh, I gotta press E to present it. Here you go, Cindy's autopsy report. Found it.
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report.
The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, body to find at 1 p.m.
How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that.
What? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Am I learning to be a lawyer? Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television.
Already found it.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I found the contradiction already. I see. I heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I already found the contradiction! The power was out between noon! And it couldn't have happened noon to 6 p.m.? There was no television on!
Right. You know what to do. Got this one.
I know the truth, you pink-wearing, smiling man. There's nothing wrong with you wearing pink. I just find it odd that you're wearing it in a court case.
I found the body and I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Why? There we go. Blackout record.
Hold it right there.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery.
And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Salwit?
No, I found it quite puzzling myself. quite. Oh, wait, I remember now.
Mr. Salwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Oh, hello, Chanity.
That, and you seem rather distraught.
Oh, that, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Salwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Yeah, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. There was no clock.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Wait, can I just present whatever I have before I even get to the part? Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to... Nope. The murder weapon was this thinker statue thing. Liar! Smiling man! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue that I have in my pocket for some reason. Why is it in my pocket? Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? A lawyer. That's what lawyers do. What the frick? Just answer the question, Mr. Salwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's the clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. And as it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. But how does he know that? Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yeah, but how does he know it's a clock? Because you can't even tell unless it's up close, now can you?
And you don't know if it's a clock if you don't press the switch on the back of his neck!
Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Yes, I do. There are plenty.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
Oh yeah! Prove it!
Wait, oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her! You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Dagging up is harder than this. What the heck is going on? Mr. Salwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this?
What's this objection?
This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no. I mean, I saw, what did you I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death! Where's Larry? Larry disappeared. What the heck? Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yeah, Yogama got me the Trilogy, so I'd be playing all 3 games. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's battery, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Well, why even is there a thinker clock? Where did she get a thinker clock? Did she go to a museum or something and was like, oh, this clock is so cool. It looks just like the thinker. And if I press the back of its neck, it says, I think it's this time. What the frick? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
8:25, that's wrong. 3 hours off. Which means... Oh, the thinker clock is 3 hours off. Which means that when he killed, it did say it was 1. That was why he was so certain about the time. But it was actually 4 p.m.
Heck.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I'm so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Because you are one! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit! Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right, Mr. Wright? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Is it the time zone Yogama's yelling about? Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it! Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? The fact that she went to Paris. What is the time difference between America and Paris? It's Japan. What is the time difference between Japan and Paris? 6 hours ahead. What? That is confusing me. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Yes, it's the time zone, but the time zones are very confusing compared to the actual game. Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Huh? Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off! Where did Larry go? But let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The victim apparently arrived from Paris the day before the murder. Here you go. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Yes, that's what the thing said. It is set in Japan. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day when it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? What is this? What is this pun? What is this? He's what the frick? He started foaming at the mouth. Order! Order! Order, I say! What? He started foaming at the mouth. What was that? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than what we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. I didn't kill him! He in a technicality, he killed himself. He is the one who murdered, and he was the one that ended up foaming at the mouth and passing out. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Yay! Oh, you appear! You're back! Where did you go? And with that, this court is adjourned. Where did Larry go that entire time? It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He poses a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. It's so weird it's not pink. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, I still can't believe we won. Right! Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Why are you crying? Larry! You're supposed to be happy! What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me! I'll be dead and gone soon. I've been convicted of another murder! I stepped outside for 1 second and I've been convicted. Is that what happened? Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Bad! Larry, you're innocent! The case is closed! But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Cindy Wendy. Larry, she was a... Never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Who's Harry? Harry! Oh! She was calling him Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever! Let's celebrate! Dinner? Movie? My treat! Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this! It's a present! Wait, you're giving me the murder weapon? A present? For me? Oh, you're giving it to Mia. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. What? What? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Wait, what do I have? Yogama doesn't even know. I haven't even told him. What the heck is she talking about? Is it my attorney's badge? Oh, is it the statue? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Yeah? Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. No matter how much money people are willing to give you. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. It is? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. What happened? What was that cliffhanger? What was that? Oh, the first turnabout. Clear episode 1 of the first game. What is this? What is? Are we just dealing with sugar daddy after sugar daddy? What is this?